'Twas the night before Christmas.
This is the Redneck version, kids. You always wanted this. Here you go. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even Neela, Stu's mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that they would smell better hanging up there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, with visions of winning the Powerball dancing in their heads. And Mama in her pajamas and I in my cap had just went to the bathroom to take a big crap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang up from my seat before emptying my bladder. Away to the window I flew like a flash, slipped on the rug and fell flat on my ass. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow shed light on someone I didn't even know. When what to my sleepy eyes did appear but a Ford F-150 and Santa drinking a beer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it was the designated driver for a drunken St. Nick. More rapid than bullets, his curses they came, and he coughed, and he farted, and he called out our names. Now Ginger, now Holly, now Jesse and Stu, now Kayla and Daniel, and Brinley too. To the top of the porch, and then down the hall, he ran yelling and screaming, "Get away before I run over you all." As dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly, he ran into my recliner and bruised his left thigh. And then in a twinkling he gave out a big hoof, and it sounded like a plane had landed on our roof. As I turned my head, his bowels made a sound, and suddenly he was nowhere to be found. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes they were filthy with garbage and soot. A six-pack of bud he had over his back, and his pants hung so low you could see his butt crack. His eyes were so blurry, his pimples so many, his cheeks were like roses, and his nose was so hairy. And his mouth was as tow, and the beard on his face was as white as the snow. A stub of a cigar he held in his tooth, and the lump in his pants looked like a Babe Ruth. He had a round face that matched his big belly, and his breath, my God, was it ever smelly. He was chubby and plump, not at all like myself, and his eyes were pointy like those of an elf. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head, I knew if he farted, we would all be dead. He spoke not a word, but stepped forward and farted, just like when this whole story started. He took all the stockings with all of the smell, and laughed as he kissed my great aunt, Noel. And laying a finger aside of his nose, he shot snot and boogers all over his clothes. He sprang to his feet and gave out a whistle, just as I ran to the hall to get me my pistol. And away he flew into the night, yelling, "Brinley, go to bed, or Santa won't be coming tonight. Love ya."